Greetings, people of Earth. Welcome to my review of Extreme Rules 2020. Let's get started now, shall we? New Day versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro in a tables match for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. I actually thoroughly enjoyed that match. I thought it was quite palatable. I did. I did. I liked it. And also, it got the biggest pop of the night from my house because I was so excited to see Shinsuke and Cesaro win the match. You know, even though there really isn't a lot of credible tag teams to face them right now. I mean, Miz and Morrison are heels. Lucha House Party haven't been given that much attention. Forgotten Sons are forgotten. Otis and Tucker don't know what the hell they're doing. One of them is Mr. Money in the Bank. Why do they want tag titles? Yeah, even though it's not really great storyline wise, I was still really glad to see them win the match. My brother was rooting for New Day because, of course, you know they're the best tag team in all of WWE. They have to win, right? But then I'm like, Cesaro is a tag team specialist, man. He's won 5 times with Sheamus, and he's won once with Tyson Kidd. And I think it's about time he gets Shinsuke a title win. You know, a tag title win, and he did. You know, Sami Zayn would be so proud. I was thinking that Sami Zayn might return tonight, but he didn't. But it's fine. I'm still very happy for them. It was a fun match, fun opener. Great decision to open with that match, you know, for Extreme Rules. And the powerbomb spot was nice. I thought Xavier Woods might come back. That didn't happen, obviously. One thing I want to talk about is and Kofi Kingston was talking shit to Cesaro. I think it was Cesaro. It was when Big E was like fighting one of them on like the top rope. He's about to put him through both tables. Kofi was just talking shit while the other guy was like helping and like double teaming Big E. And I was like, Kofi, what are you doing? You don't see him there? You don't see him going around? I was like, God, you know, it was just irritating for me to see that because you know Kofi should know better. You know, he was a very good world champion. He's been in this business for a long time. He should be smarter than that. But he wasn't. He got cocky. But anyways, the guys I wanted to win won, so I'm pretty happy about that. Bayley versus Nikki Cross was a match that happened. You know, I feel like I should have cared a lot more, but I didn't. You know, there's a lot of matches on this card tonight that just felt like placeholders, like they were just getting us ready for SummerSlam. They're just there for the sake of the show, and that was it for Bayley versus Nikki Cross. There should have been a stipulation because Nikki Cross would have done well in any kind of Extreme Rules stipulation. She was phenomenal in NXT. I feel like she deserved better here, but she didn't. She lost to Bayley, and I didn't really care that much. It was like, oh well, you know, they didn't give me a reason to care that much for this rivalry. They kept trying, but it just wasn't working. It wasn't working, you know. But I'd say the right person won in the end. You know, Bayley needs to continue being SmackDown Women's Champion, however long that is, because she's got to keep it nice and warm for the boss, Sasha Banks. Or so we think. I don't know. MVP versus Apollo Crews did not even fucking happen. I am so pissed off about that. Like, what the hell? Why would they hype it up for weeks and then not have him show up? It's like, oh, he's not clear. They said he was going to be there, and then they're like, oh, never mind, he's not clear. Like, is he really injured? Or are they just doing this for storyline? Because, like, it's really hurting his push that he's supposed to be enjoying right now in 2020. Like, I think the Apollo Crews push is already ruined because he's been taken out of action twice. First by Andrade, or in a match for Andrade. Second by Bobby Lashley. And it's like, is he done? Is he going to beat MVP when he comes back for the new U.S. title? Or is he going to retain his old U.S. title? Like, what's going to happen? And if he just sort of went out there and said, I'm the U.S. champion via forfeit. And I was like, no MVP. I thought we were going to see a match. When I heard that Apollo Crews wasn't cleared, I thought we were going to see like someone else fill his place, or like it would have been cool if they did like a small battle royal, like a hardcore battle royal. Oh, that would have been fun, but they didn't, and I'm thoroughly disappointed. I mean, I like the Hurt Business, MVP and Bobby Lashley. I like that duo, but like this rivalry with him and Apollo, it hurts me. It hurts me to watch it. I want so much better for both these guys, but I think they both just need to get the fuck away from each other. The title looks good, and it looks good on MVP, but, like, is he champion now? They were saying, oh, it's still Apollo. Like, then what's the point? Why did he come out? This could have been a Raw segment. Why did we need this? Why did you make us wait for this? Did you know that he was not going to show up? Because that's fucked up. WWE. That's fucked up. Why do I keep expecting more from you? All you do is hurt me. Seth Rollins versus Rey Mysterio in an eye for an eye match. Honestly, it was a good in-ring match. The ending, like, it wasn't a bad ending because, like, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna get mad at them for not showing us that he took out his eye? Are we gonna get mad at that? No, because we didn't actually want to see that. Who actually wanted to see him take out his eye? Who? Say something in the comments if you actually wanted to see the eye come out. Because I didn't. I was just waiting there, like, oh god, how are they gonna do this? How are they gonna fuck this up? Oh my god, I didn't even know who I wanted to win. Until like the very last minute, I was like, it's gotta be Rey. I was like, it's gotta be Rey. They can't make him lose both eyes. They can't like make this legend go completely blind. How could they do that to Rey? They can't do that to Rey. They didn't, I think. They made him re-poke out his old eye that he got poked out. But yeah. Seth had the right reaction to it. He threw up and okay. And everyone was giving him the huge boo treatment. I don't know what happens from here. I don't know what happens to Rey Mysterio. They say, oh, we could probably fix his eye. You know, it's a small chance, but it could work. And I'm just like, okay. This is a really weird way to treat someone when he hasn't decided on a new contract. This is a really weird way, and I hope this isn't how they write off Rey Mysterio. But we're probably not going to see him for a long time. That would make a lot of sense if he was just gone for like the rest of the year or something. Because why even have this match in the first place? Why have him lose his eye again in a match? They wrestled a pretty good match together. You know, they have obvious chemistry. But it makes you wonder, why did these guys with obviously great chemistry need such a big and out there gimmick? Why did they need that? I don't think they needed it, but I guess it helps Seth's gimmick, I guess. I don't know what happens to Seth after this. I kind of hope he faces off with Dominic Mysterio at SummerSlam. Or maybe Buddy Murphy turns on him. I don't know. I don't know what's next for Seth. I can't really say I'm excited to see what happens to Seth. I don't know if this match should have happened at all. Probably not. I will say this about the eye for an eye match. It had big stakes. You know, compared to every other match on the card, it had huge stakes. Like, I felt the stakes. Me and my brother were so tense. We had so much anxiety for what was going to happen. It was like, oh, yeah, of course there are stakes. If you don't take this match seriously, you lose your fucking eye. You don't want to lose your eye. Oh my god, I'm going to cry. But you don't want to lose your eye, pardon my language. You don't want to lose your damn eye. It's either your eye or his eye, so you gotta take this seriously. You gotta fight with everything you've got. And I felt that the whole way, and I could feel it. So they were doing great storytelling with this, but still, it was like, why is this match even happening? Why? Who came up with this? Who was like, you know, she takes someone's eye. I think we should do that. That'd be cool, you know. I guess we give them props for trying something new. It was definitely different, I guess. Some people were like, oh, it's just like what they did with AEW and Chris Jericho. Yeah, kinda. But like, they actually wanted to take out the eye, you know? My God. Shit. Anyways, I think we've done enough time talking about that match. High stakes. Rollins won. Okay. Asuka versus Sasha Banks. Man, this match really pissed me the fuck off. I was so pissed off seeing Sasha Banks walk out with that Raw Women's title. Like, they were the Boss Nut Connection were kind of convincing me that I wanted to see them hold all the gold, but then at the same time, I started to get really salty about it as the match is going on. I was like, you know, they're only able to do this now because Charlotte and Becky are gone. You know that, right? Because if Charlotte and Becky were here, they wouldn't stand a fucking chance. Sasha and Bayley, they wouldn't stand a damn chance. All right? They don't hold a candle to those two in storyline wise. In ring wise, yes, of course, they hold a candle to them. They are worthy. But storyline wise, no, they would not stand a chance against Charlotte and Becky. I don't think so. But the finish, I'm such an Asuka fan. You guys know this already if you're actually watching this, that I'm a huge Asuka fan. I didn't want to see her lose a title. I wanted to see her have a really long title reign. Aiming in tonight, I was so pissed off that Bayley just fucking threw on. Here's two things that really pissed me off about the finish. One was that Asuka had the chance to screw them over. She had the green mist. Kairi Sane helped her. She gave her the green mist. And then all she had to do was spray Sasha when the ref was putting the titles away. But she didn't. She didn't wait for the ref to move away with the titles. She tried to spray Sasha when she was standing right in front of the ref. And so the ref got it. It's like, Asuka, you should be smarter than this. What the hell? Why are they making Asuka so dumb in the main roster? I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it when they make wrestlers look so damn stupid. Come on. I was like, Asuka was way smarter than this as a champion on NXT. Like, oh my god, but also, she kind of even didn't need to be smart. She was just so damn dominant. She was so resilient. Nothing could stop her on NXT. But now, when we're here at the main roster, a bunch of shit could stop her. James Ellsworth can stop her. A referee can stop her. Ducking can stop her. Someone cosplaying as her can stop her. God, why? Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to Asuka? I love Asuka. I should buy her merch to prove my loyalty to her. But God, that pissed me off. And then Bayley putting on the fucking ref shirt, taking the shirt off the ref. Like, first she stripped him. I'm like, what the hell? It's an invasion of privacy to him. And she just put it on. She counted it for him. She kept on yelling on the timekeeper or those guys to ring the bell, and they rung it, and they walked out with all the gold, and I was like, what the hell? This can't be legal. This can't be a rule. Someone needs to address this. This is a time when we really need a fucking authority figure back. Just call up Stephanie and Triple H right now, okay? I'm feeling a lot of anger towards that match. I'm sorry, guys. I said a lot of things really fast, but God, that pissed me off. Pissed me off so much. But I guess in hindsight, that makes them really good heels, because I really want to see Sasha and Bayley get their comeuppance, get beat up at SummerSlam. And I hope it leads, hopefully, to a winner-takes-all tag team match between the Kabuki Warriors and the Boston Hug Connection, because that will make it all better for me to see that. To see Kairi Sane as the SmackDown Women's Champion and Asuka as the Raw Women's Champion. It would be like my Christmas in August. I was about to say July, but it won't be July by SummerSlam time. But it will be like my Christmas, and I would have been so happy if that happens. But for now, I'm angry. God, curse you heels. Anyways, Drew McIntyre versus Dolph Ziggler. I was really concerned about this match because I do like both guys. I used to like Dolph Ziggler a lot more when I was younger, but now I'm just like yeah, he's that guy that I used to really like. I was like, oh yeah, I remember when he used to be my favorite. Oh, good for him, good for him. It's like that, you know. I don't have enough energy for him anymore, and I was like thinking leading up to this match, like what stipulation could he choose to make us feel like Drew is actually in jeopardy? And they came up with something actually brilliant when they had Dolph Ziggler choose the stipulation in which only he gets Extreme Rules, but Drew does not. He can lose his title by disqualification or by walkout. And I was like, oh, this is very interesting. That's actually really smart. That was a really cool heel move. My brother loves talking shit about Dolph, so he was really quiet for a while after it. And I was like, he's pissed. He's pissed because Dolph actually picked a good stipulation. We were worried he's going to pick some weak ass stipulation, but no, it was smart. It was smart, and it was a good match. I'd say it was the best in-ring match of the night, maybe even best match of the night. My brother might disagree with me. I think he preferred the swamp fight, but I really liked this Drew and Dolph match, and I felt like they could have kept on going. I felt like they had a lot more in them, but for what it was really fun to watch. It was fun to watch Drew manhandle him, and then to see Dolph take advantage of his stipulation that he gave himself and do finisher spam onto Drew. I have a soft spot for finisher spam. And the ending was also pretty funny when he just did the kip up Claymore real quick when he was going to go for the super kick. It was nice. Drew gets to retain, and he's probably going to go on to face the Viper at SummerSlam, because who else is he going to fight? Who else is left, honestly? It has to be Randy Orton. Has to be. Right? That'd be a great match. Great SummerSlam main event, I think. I'm intrigued by that. I'm looking forward to that. Anywho, Bray Wyatt versus Braun Strowman in a swamp fight. There's a lot to dissect about this match. I was entertained. Yeah, it was. Me and my brother were looking forward to it the most because we're like, oh my God, a swamp fight. Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman. Could this be the return of The Fiend? We are huge fans of The Fiend. I love The Fiend. I have a ton of his merch. I have his mask, his gloves. I love The Fiend. I've missed The Fiend. And I'm so happy that he came back. There were a lot of times when I was confused about what was going on during the match, but I think that's what they intended. They wanted us to be confused, and I was very, very confused. Mi cabeza me dolido mucho. Watching and thinking about it, processing what I was watching, and keeping up. Keeping up was hard. Keeping up with that match was very, very difícil. But nonetheless, it was. I thought it was cool. I thought it was good. I really liked Alexa Bliss's cameo. I liked how they referenced potential romantic relationship between Braun and Alexa. I was like, oh my God, it can become canon. It become WWE canon. Oh my God. So yeah, I look forward to that. I feel like that's not what should be my biggest takeaway, but I really appreciated that. The random people that Braun was fighting in the swamp confused me a lot too. I was like, who the fuck are those guys? My brother was like, it's Eric Rowan and Luke Harper. Like, no, it can't be. Right? No, it can't be. Maybe Eric Rowan. I was looking at that and I was like, is it Eric Rowan? Are we going to get a return? Are we going to get Sister Abigail? We sort of got Sister Abigail, I think, when they pulled out the snake and it bit him. There was a lot of mind fucks and like fake outs in this match. My God, it was wow. And there was a long part where just Bray Wyatt was just talking to, but I appreciated it, you know. It was like, oh, they're trying to remind us how scary Bray can be or how scary he used to be. But then they had to pull out the Fiend, you know, because at the end of the day, we remember all the shit that they did to Bray over the years that buried him, and it's like, oh yeah, the Fiend is what's new and what's hip, and I think he won. I think it's safe to say that he beat Braun. Not really sure what happened to Braun, if he drowned him or something, or if Bray Wyatt drowned first and then came back as the Fiend. Was that the Lake of Reincarnation? That'd be cool if it was. But anywho, I think that is all for this review of Extreme Rules. I assume that the main event will lead to Fiend versus Braun for the Universal title at SummerSlam, and that the Fiend will reclaim his throne and redeem himself from the horrible booking that was Goldberg beating the Fiend. The Fiend should have never lost the Universal title, let's be honest here, guys. Never. Ever. He should have been dominant for a very long time. Brock Lesnar dominant. And I feel like WWE keeps trying to pretend like his loss to Goldberg never happened. But it did happen. I think about it all the time when I close my eyes. I wake up in the middle of the night because of it. It haunts my dreams. Gives me nightmares. Makes me check my bed. Hoping that Goldberg isn't there to ruin another WWE push. So, goodbye. Look forward to SummerSlam.